Resist much, obey little. What is that you express in your eyes? It seems to me more than all the print I have read in my life. Do I contradict myself? Very well, then I contradict myself. I am large, I contain multitudes. Keep your face always toward the sunshine, and shadows will fall behind you. We were together. I forget the rest. Not I, nor anyone else can travel that road for you. You must travel it by yourself. It is not far. It is within reach. Perhaps you have been on it since you were born, and did not know. Perhaps it is everywhere, on water and land. I have learned that to be with those I like is enough. Whatever satisfies the soul is truth. Happiness, not in another place but this place, not for another hour, but this hour. I am large, I contain multitudes. I sound my barbaric yawp over the roofs of the world. Do anything, but let it produce joy. We don't read and write poetry because it's cute. We read and write poetry because we are members of the human race. And the human race is filled with passion. So medicine, law, business, engineering. These are noble pursuits and necessary to sustain life. But poetry, beauty, romance, love, these are what we stay alive for. I am as bad as the worst, but, thank God, I am as good as the best. I exist as I am, that is enough. If no other in the world be aware, I sit content, and if each and all be aware, I sit content. One world is aware, and by the far the largest to me, and that is myself, and whether I come to my own today or in 10,000 or 10 million years, I can cheerfully take it now, or with equal cheerfulness, I can wait. I like the scientific spirit, the holding off, the being sure but not too sure, the willingness to surrender ideas when the evidence is against them. This is ultimately fine. It always keeps the way beyond open, always gives life, thought, affection, the whole man, a chance to try over again after a mistake, after a wrong guess. Peace is always beautiful. Failing to fetch me at first, keep encouraged. Missing me one place, search another. I stop somewhere waiting for you. And your very flesh shall be a great poem. O me! O life! Of the questions of these recurring, of the endless trains of the faithless, of cities filled with the foolish, of myself forever reproaching myself, for who more foolish than I, and who more faithless? Of eyes that vainly crave the light, of the objects mean, of the struggle ever renewed, of the poor results of all, of the plodding and sordid crowds I see around me, of the empty and useless years of the rest, with the rest me intertwined, the question, O me! So sad, recurring, what good amid these, O me, O life? Answer. That you are here, that life exists, and identity, that the powerful play goes on, and you will contribute a verse. I discover myself on the verge of a usual mistake. I do not ask the wounded person how he feels, I myself become the wounded person. These are the days that must happen to you. I think I could turn and live with animals, they are so placid and self-contained, I stand and look at them long and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition, they do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins, they do not make me sick discussing their duty to God, not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things, not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago, not one is respectable or unhappy over the whole earth. Re-examine all you have been told. Dismiss what insults your soul. Pointing to another world will never stop vice among us, shedding light over this world can alone help us. The art of art, the glory of expression and the sunshine of the light of letters, is simplicity. Whoever you are, now I place my hand upon you that you may be my poem I whisper with my lips close to your ear I have loved many women and men, but I love none better than you. Afoot and light-hearted I take to the open road, healthy, free, the world before me. If you want me again, look for me under your boot soles. Some people are so much sunshine to the inch too. And as to me, I know nothing else but miracles. If you done it, it ain't bragging. Battles are lost in the same spirit in which they are won. I too am not a bit tamed, I too am untranslatable, I sound my barbaric yawp over the roofs of the world. Note, today, an instructive, curious spectacle and conflict. Science, twin, in its fields, of democracy in its science, testing absolutely all thoughts, all works, has already burst well upon the world, a sun, mounting, most illuminating, most glorious, surely never again to set. But against it, deeply entrenched, holding possession, yet remains, not only through the churches and schools, but by imaginative literature, and unregenerate poetry, the fossil theology of the mythic materialistic, superstitious, untaught and credulous, fable-loving, primitive ages of humanity. I think I could turn and live with animals, they're so placid and self-contained, I stand and look at them and long. They do not sweat and whine about their condition. They do not lie awake in the dark and weep for their sins. They do not make me sick discussing their duty to God, not one is dissatisfied, not one is demented with the mania of owning things, not one kneels to another, nor to his kind that lived thousands of years ago. I am satisfied, I see, dance, laugh, sing. I celebrate myself, and sing myself, and what I assume you shall assume, for every atom belonging to me as good belongs to you. I exist as I am, that is enough. I believe a leaf of grass is no less than the journey work of the stars. O Captain! My Captain! Our fearful trip is done. The ship has weathered every rack, the prize we sought is won, the port is near, the bells I hear, the people all exulting while follow eyes, the steady keel, the vessel grim and daring, but heart, 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 oh the bleeding drops of red where on the deck my captain lies fallen cold and dead. I am not to speak to you, I am to think of you when I sit alone or wake at night alone, I am to wait, I do not doubt I am to meet you again, I am to see to it that I do not lose you. Now I see the secret of making the best person, it is to grow in the open air and to eat and sleep with the earth. Give me the splendid, silent sun with all his beams full dazzling. Every moment of light and dark is a miracle. I am larger, better than I thought, I did not know I held so much goodness. All seems beautiful to me. Whoever denies me, it shall not trouble me. Whoever accepts me, he or she shall be blessed, and shall bless me.